Hello everyone, welcome back to Exapunks. So, Deadlock's Domain. Looks like it is another one of those hacker battles. Compete with an opponent to grab files and bring them back to your host. Okay. On to the third of the tournament battles. Is each match against a better programmer than the last? Better is subjective. By definition. Like a video game, you know? It makes for an easy narrative structure. Kind of a capture the flag sort of thing. To win this battle, you must grab flags as they spawn in the central hosts and bring them back to your host. Reading the file register will tell you the ID of the most recently created file currently in that host. Lose 1 point every time one of your EXAs executes a kill instruction. Gain 1 point for every file you bring back to your host. So, what should be our approach? We can only have 3 out at once. Only 3 EXAs out at once.
Let's go.
And it's every time you execute a kill instruction, not even if it hits. So what if we just completely ignore the enemy and just focus on controlling 2 of the nodes? Just focus on grabbing constantly that file. Okay, so the issue is that at some point they're gonna read this file and they're gonna try to grab something in that location, but it's not going to exist because the other guys got it first. And then my EXAs are gonna blow up. So I think that we're going to have to have one guy that's a spawner. He's just going to keep on creating 2 guys that are going to go to these 2 places. I'm thinking that might be the best way to do it. So here, Mark main. You are going to copy 801 or 800X. Well, no, we've got plenty of lines. So, Repla, go 800, Repla, go 801, Repla, go 802. And that's going to Mark go 800, Mark go 801, Mark go 802. So each of those are going to link 800, link 800. You're gonna go to 801, you're gonna go to 802, and then they'll all jump to capture. Jump, capture. See patcher. No, capture. I cannot spell. Mark, capture. When you're capturing, you're in there. So you're gonna go copy file X, grab X, jump or link -1, link -1, halt. And we'll just keep sending guys out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, over and over again. And I'm hoping at some point we'll get the drop on them and they'll lose their guys. But let's see what happens. So... ooh, there's multiple ones. Interesting. So are these guys gonna fill up? Maybe? Why aren't you grabbing? Here, grab 249. You failed, because he got there first. You grabbed 1. Did we lose all our dudes? How'd that happen? Wait a minute. Like, you... oh, you need to jump. Whoops. Jump main. Oh, we're not doing very well at all. You know, I have an extra step. I don't need to copy that. I can just grab file. Yeah. Let's try that. Get the jump on him more. Now, what is he doing here? Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I need to move forward 1 so that we're generating them 1 faster than them. Because we're losing this one. 100 losses. Oh. Okay. Well, let's see if we can make that a little better. Link 800. And then we'll take this first line out. Win half the time. We can do better than that. But how? Well, I mean... given that I know what he's doing, let's just kind of cheat. Link 800, link 801, link 799, kill. Did that not work? I'm losing. Why didn't that work? Kill, kill, kill. There. S plus. It's probably not a good idea to have some offense too. So we have, you know, we could have 1 starting in the beginning and just try to kill things in these different rooms, this room, a few times. But then we have to be defensive and pull our guy back into our room. Anyway, curious how enthusiastic everyone gets about the battles. Something about competition really energizes the spectators. Not for me. I am not a fan of competitive games. I want to fight dragons and things, or optimize supply chains, that kind of thing. I can get into co-op, but games that are mostly about PvP, I just don't play them. Makes me wonder what the point is. Perhaps there's no immediate point. I'm able to tolerate ambiguity, even though I may not always like it. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Extreme League Baseball. Retrieve extreme baseball statistics and use them to determine the best player. You should be glad I've been reading up on sports. Remember when I said I'd figure out the money situation? I've designed a new rating system for extreme baseball players. It's based on a multi-vector analysis of all the stats I could find. In other words, I have a way to predict winning teams that's pretty much infallible. Oh, we're getting all Moneyball here. A few bets here and there and I'll be rich. I like the colors. Okay, the host's active and penalty contain files that correspond to extreme baseball players 200 to 299, along with a directory that contains a list of those files' IDs. Wait, what? The active and penalty. So 200 to 299 are players. So like that's a player. Dean Dugan. And then a directory file that lists all the files here. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Each player file contains their names and the following statistics: the BA, the ZA, the APB, the WRT, the OI, the OD, the PC, and the PS. I have no idea what anything that is. I'm assuming that's batting average, but I don't know what the rest of them are. Create a file in your host with the name of the player with the highest score using the algorithm. Alright. Players in the penalty host should be ignored as they are banned from the game. So we don't actually need to look at these, or do we? No, we don't care about those at all. All we care about is this directory listing. It'll tell us the good players. So I'm thinking we're gonna have 2 EXAs. Well, we're gonna have to have 3. We're gonna have one that will be the directory reader, a second one that's gonna tally up players and score them, and a third that's gonna hold the best player. So 3 EXAs. This will be the directory reader. This one will be the scorer. And that one might actually need multiple if this is too complicated. So like, I'm sure there's a way to do that in one. Like, we have the file. We could write to the end of that file and like then delete it at the end. I think that's what we'll do. We'll plan on writing to the end of this file and then we'll copy that and void it. Right? Like, can you do that? Can you take a file and delete the last element of it? I'm not even sure. We want to... Yeah, you can remove the value highlighted by the file cursor. Okay. Hey, I think we've done that before. So this score, this will be the maxer, the one that's gonna hold the max. So first of all, let's have this one go out. So go 800, jump 800, link 800. They all need to do this, so. Well, do they all need to do that? In fact, it'd probably be easier to not do that. It would leave this one here, and then these two can talk to each other in local mode. So you're gonna sit here and you're gonna make a file. Like the file ends up here, right? Yeah, a new file. So I'm thinking the X register is gonna always hold the score for the person, and the file well, no, we're gonna go ahead and store it as the name. The file is gonna have. We'll delete the score at the end, I think. I don't know. This whole where to store stuff is tricky. So go ahead. We're going to well, you're gonna have a loop. So mark maxer loop. And let's go ahead and just populate the file with 0, 0, just so we don't have to worry about the first one. Copy 0 F, copy 0 F, seek -2. That might be unnecessary. We'll see later. So we're going to copy. Well, we'll send it over score first. So copy M to X. And now we need to see if X is greater than seek 1 forward. Now see test X greater than F. And if false, F jump maxer loop. Let's put the seek inside here. Well, are we always going to be pointing? No, we should, because, okay, let's assume that we're going to be at the last element here, always. So, wait, so we'll make the first element be the score. That makes it easy. So copy M to X, seek, you don't need to seek at all. We'll put if this is greater than the first record, then jump to the make loop. I mean, we want to make sure we're at the beginning. So seek minus 9999. So that did not help us at all, but whatever. Okay, but if it is greater, then store it. Seek minus 1. And copy X, F, copy. Well, I'm gonna have to void the other one. This isn't gonna work. Okay, this will have to be a bit more complicated. So F jump, if it's false, then jump to no new max. And we'll define that down here, no new max. So if it is greater, then we need to seek minus 1, copy X to F, looks like I was, and then copy M to F. If it's not, and then jump to max or loop again. If it's not a new one, then void F, void M, and jump to max or loop. I think that'll work. We'll see. Okay, so the directory reader, you're gonna go in and you're going to grab the 199 and then you're gonna have a loop. So your main loop, mark reader loop, is going to copy F to M and then test end of file. If false, then jump well, I think we need to synchronize. So then void M, and then test end of file, and if it is the end of file, if it's not the end of file, then you go back into your loop, reader loop. If it is the end of file, then drop link minus 1 and kill, and then halt. And I think that's all you need to do for him. Okay, so for this guy, the one that's actually going to compute the score, which might be tricky. Like, are we always guaranteed a few spots, at least 2 spots? We should be. Looks good. So they gave it to us in the same order as it's listed. We just gotta get the order of operations right, which is kind of a little annoying. I wonder if I should just go ahead and make a copy of this right away. And then we can start solving it in the file, rather than having to rely on our registers. I think I like that. So let's go ahead and we'll have a... Well, this one will spawn a copy. Copier. And mark copier. The copier is going to, in local mode, grab, well, it's gonna copy M, which the directory reader is sending it, into X, and then grab X. It's a little annoying, but I don't think I want to try to solve this in the register. Well, no, because we're gonna have, okay, so we could get this in X right now. Say we have this term in X. What's the next step? We would need to multiply these two, and to do that we need to store the output there somewhere. You know, we could do this. Okay, we don't need to make a copy of this. That's overly complicated. We're just gonna make 3 copies. We're going to have 3 of them, I think. You know, it looks like we always have room for 3. So maybe that's what they intend for us to do, since they leave us enough room for what I'm thinking. So, but then we have to deal with you. The communication here is a little tricky. Like, I might want to grab the file and bring it over here, so we could do the communication more easily. We'd have to put it back eventually, but these aren't locked. Maybe that says something that they're not locked. What's with this? This is just silly. Am I approaching this the wrong way with the accumulator? The maxer? I might be. You know, we could use this guy to actually do some of the work. Like, maybe this is just the player reader. So you are going to we'll have this whole bit here, where this guy is going to copy, well, you're going to get the file, get the right file. So you're going to copy from M to X, then grab X, and then copy F, M, like however many times this is. So, well, seek one first. We don't need it. We don't care about the name. Well, no. Let's go ahead and, well, no, we don't care about the name. Well, wait a minute. This isn't gonna work. I'm still gonna need maybe that's what they give me that penalty area for, so I can actually do work there. Is that always with 3 available? It looks like it. I don't know. I'm torn about how to do this. I think we will. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna grab the file, we're gonna carry it into the penalty area. So seek -1, or seek 800. And then we're going to create, I don't know, it seems like it'd be easier just to go ahead, well, let's just do it. Let's do it. So repla term 1, and then copy. Not seek, link, what am I saying? So seek 1, repla term 1, copy fm, copy fm, copy fm, repla term 2, copy f m, copy fm, copy fm. Do I like this? Not really. No, we can make this work. Then we receive it. Then we copy it back. Copy mx, and then send 3 more off and addy x mx. So now we've got these 2 together, and then repla term 3, copy fm, copy fm, addy xmx. There. So now we have the score stored in x. So switch modes and copy xm, and then seek to the beginning of the file and copy fm, and then switch the mode back and halt, I think. We'll have this one actually generate this one, I guess. Yeah, that would actually work better. So it will need to actually go back into local mode, link -1, then copy 0m to queue it to send us the next one. So the reader loop is going to be to repla a player reader, And we'll just copy all this down there. Mark. Okay, and this will just go away. So this is just the general reader now, not just a directory reader. So, okay, let me just sanity check this. So the way this is gonna work is we're gonna go in there, we're gonna grab a copy of this. We're going to, well, we don't even need to copy over M now. We can just copy into X, and then we'll have it when we make the copy. So, yeah. And then halt down here. Now we need to define these terms. So mark term 1, mark term 2, mark term 3. And all of these are going to receive, first of all, so copy M to X, then addy M XMX, addy XMX. How do I divide? Just divvy X3X, and then copy that back, copy X to M. Okay, that's the first term. The second term is copy MX moly XMX divvy XMX. Okay. And then copy it back. XM. Okay, the third term. And then halt, of course. All these have to halt. So the third term, we're going to copy MX. Then, do I need to subby X from it or it from X? Let me just say this. So, add the value of the first operand to the value of the second operand and store the result. I think it's subby X, the new one. So subby XMX moly X20X copy XM halt. Looks good. What are we doing with the file? Let me put it back. So we're grabbing the file. Where do we drop it again? Will be halt. We drop it. When do we send the person's name? We're sending the score. No, there's where we send the name. There's where we send the score, then the name. Let's see if this works. Let's just see what happens. So this one goes out. It grabbed the player list. The first player is 219. So now you care about 219. And we didn't copy it right, did we? Copy FX happens first. There. Okay, so now you care about 219. You're gonna grab it. And then you're going to go over here. You're going to seek 1, so now you're pointing at the 222. And create a term 1, and then send term 1 3 values. 222.166.383, which get added together and divided by 3 and sent back. So now you are gonna hold at 257. Yeah. Okay, and then you sent to this guy. You saw that 353. This guy's score is better than the 0 that you're looking at. So you're gonna copy 353 and then the guy's name, Dean Dugan. That doesn't happen to be the right guy this time. No. Let's see if okay, then you get back to your master loop and you start picking up the file again and you wait. So let's fast forward. So we got a 345, which is not greater. So we get rid of the name. And this guy's gonna come back and drop his file and die. Yeah. So go ahead till your next test. Who is the right guy? The right guy is David Dwight, who is far down the list. Right there, 205. And his score is, it doesn't say what his score is. Here, just go ahead, keep testing. So this is Billy Book. This is Clay Roberts. Paul McMinn. There he is, David Dwight. So the score is 776, which is greater than our last one. So we're going to overwrite it and copy David Dwight in and master loop. You know, this isn't gonna work. Not exactly. We can't just come back and kill this guy. We need to, he needs to delete that X. Or does he? Like, could we just store the max right there? No, because if we did, maybe we could just send the score twice. Once for the test, and then once to store it. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll send the test twice. So we don't need to store on the file, is what I'm getting at. So copy M, or well, test if M is greater than F. So we don't need to copy it. And if it is not, if it's not greater than F, not F, if it's greater than X now, because X is what's going to hold our highest score. If it's not greater than X, then you need to void two things, the name and the repeated score. If it is greater than X, then you need to copy the score into your X and then copy the name into our file. So you're going to copy XM, and then copy the F. Let's just run that once and see if it works. Okay, so our file should not have a name in it to begin, because it doesn't matter. It's only gonna add a name here if well, what about the seeking? That'll work, I think. So we got we have our file, it's blank right now. We're testing, we're waiting. Okay, so we just got a well, we just found out that, well, it should say that, okay, we can't see what the M is right now. It's 353. So now we have to, why is it seek -1ing? Okay, that makes sense, because we need to store it and then overwrite the name. Dean Dugan. Yeah, I like that. So then Dwight comes in and knocks his score out. So the new score is 776, and the new name is Dwight. So now we can just have this guy come in and kill you. So where's our directory guy? Well, let's just run this. There. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Apparently we're pretty terrible. Man, why are we always so bad? Other people do so much better than us. So what does this guy have in his X the entire time? He's got the current player ID. So what if we were to not make copies? Like, why do we need to make copies? We don't need to make copies. So get rid of that. And just have this guy do all the work. Like we were thinking in the first place, but it's conceptually a bit more complicated. I think. And then we don't need to even do this bit. The whole copy 0. That's useless. Okay, let's see if that works. Nope. You have to not go through to the 800. You can just keep working right here. Apparently we grabbed all the names. So where do we, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, we need to, now since we're not going out, we don't need to come back. Okay, so let me think. So we keep sending stuff over here, and this guy is summing it up for us and giving it back to him. Minus 120, is that right? 1 minus that times 20, And this guy's score is 1 minus 7 times. Well, I guess that's the right score. So this guy just, yeah, 353 is what we computed before. Now you switched your modes and sent 353. What's this guy doing? Oh, you already moved on to the next one. Okay, yeah, okay. We need to sync this up again. So yes, we will have to do this void M. And when you're done, here, you can copy 0 to M. Just to make sure we're synced up. There. Now we're still so much worse than before, but we're faster. Certainly faster than before. It turns out sports betting is not in fact a good way to make money. You should have said something. Better you learn on your own. What does that mean? Don't put this on me. This is all happening because I'm trying to help you. Let's continue. Let's not. Let's keep going back into this. So, we have a pretty good solution here. What do they want me to do differently? Or what's everyone else doing differently? Like, I don't think there's a way to have the thing holding the player to calculate this number without doing communication. I think you need. Well, you could, I guess, but it would involve a lot more seeking. PC minus PS. Like, there might be a way to skip some people. No, that's... What is PC? Like, in this example, it happens that PC is always greater than PS. But I'm not sure that would apply everywhere. And even if it does, like, I don't want a short circuit. That would be a problem. Oh, how frustrating. We have a good solution, and I don't know what other people are doing that they managed to like cut the cycles in half. It's gotta be in computing the score. That's the difference is. Or we're never going over the penalty. Like, I'm not even sure where to begin optimizing this. Because I know this is a little messy, but that's the smallest part of this algorithm. It's the speed of it's driven by these copies back and forth. Like, what did it say for our activity? It's really low. So everyone else is using the same activity, but they're doing it in half as many lines, or 2/3 as many lines. I'm not seeing a way to fix it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. What? If anything, like, I guess I wonder, if we go the initial way I had planned, of making a copy of the file, and then using the copy of the file to resolve the names. Or not resolve the names, just to resolve the score. That might be faster in that we can do it all at once, you know? We can have multiple ones filling out their score at the same time. Let's start a new solution. I want to just mess with this. So create new solution. Well, let's copy it, delete it. So copy this, and we'll call this new solution 2. And in new solution 2, we're not going to do this bit here, but we should save this. Let me just store that there for now. We will create a player reader, and we can create just many player readers. And so we don't need to do this synchronization, because player readers will hopefully get their act together before well, let me see. I wish there was more space, but I don't want to bring them back here. That would be complicated. Or do I? So no, I want all the work to happen in this one location, and then we'll come back here and do comparisons to see who's got the higher one. Okay. How to approach this? So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and make two at a time. So we'll make a player reader, and we'll make a well, we'll make a player copier and a player reader. I guess? I don't know. I don't know, I liked my original solution. It just wasn't optimal, apparently. So... okay, so let's just start working this out. So player copier, you're going to, well, player copier, you're going to grab X, and then, well, that might be a way of, no, that's not gonna help at all. Like I'm thinking that I'm thinking this copy step is going to be more computationally intensive than the solving step. So I don't know what this is buying me. And like, I don't think we can get them, we can't have two of them copying at the same time, otherwise they're going to copy into each other and cause problems. So we still have a synchronization issue. Void M. I don't know, this doesn't seem right. Let's put this one on global. Well, no, this should be on local, but we'll switch it when we make those. No, that's a bad idea. This should be on global, and then we'll switch it to local for these two, and then switch it back. And it'll wait to be told to void something on the global channel. Okay, so the copier is going to grab X and then copy F to M just over and over again. There's always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. And then you're done. Halt. The reader is going to it's going to have a file. So make, and you're going to go ahead and copy F to copy M to F. That's the player name. Oh wait, no, the player name will be first, so it's one more thing. Yeah, it's 9 things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay, so you are going to get rid of all this. So you're going to not you. So you're receiving things. The first thing you do is you throw it in, then you then you grab something. You grab the BA, the ZA, and APB, and you divide it by X, and you put it in the file. Do the same here. Put it in the file. Here, you don't need to put it in the file. You can just put it there, and then seek -2 addy xfx addy xfx. And then let's go ahead and seek -2 in void. Clear out those things. Void F, void F. Let's see if that works. So we're sitting here. We have the score 353, and we're holding a file with the guy's name. Yep. Okay. So that works. Here, get rid of this. So now do I want to do this like at all? I mean, I've got a file. What really matters is which file we're going to keep around. So I think we can do without that. So, but now we're here. Go ahead and let this guy know that he can get the next player coming. Because we've done all of our communication. In fact, we could get that started even earlier, couldn't we? That's the last time we reference the M. Right? I think so. Yeah, that should work. And so the next one's starting. We might want to delay this just to just so that this guy doesn't be annoying. Here, let's delay it till after we're done copying. There. And then you are going to link -1. And now we have to resolve which one's higher. So copy XM and test. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to. So we've got one player here, and we got a second player here. Each of them are holding a file with their with their player name and they have the score in their X. So I need to compare my score to your score. And we're gonna go back onto the local. So I can test if there is something ready. Yeah. So test m ready. Right? Is that the right syntax? mrd. And if there is, then there's someone else there trying to what am I saying? If there, well, if the M is ready, then that means there's somebody else there trying to, somebody else already there, and we need to compare scores. So, I don't want to test M. I want to, so, false jump. If there's nothing ready, then we need to, then I am first. I'm the first one there. Well, that seems like it's gonna be complicated. We should just have someone already be there saying I'm a 0. So you go ahead and just sit here in the beginning and copy in the local, copy 0 to M, and that's your job. Then you're gonna die. Then you're gonna void, and then you'll die. So this one is going to, there'll always be something ready, so we want to test if the thing that's ready is better than mine. Test if M is greater than X. And if it is, oh, well, if it is better, then I need to die. So true jump to end it. And end it. This is adding so many complications. Is going to send a 0. I don't know. I think I liked it better when we had an accumulator. But I don't want to have to copy that file again. So is this buying us anything? I don't know. So I have just compared your file, your score to my score. And my score is lower. So I want to wipe my file and halt. But if your score is higher, then I need to let you know that. Or wait, no. If my score is higher, then you need to know that. I need to let you know. So I'll give you my score. Does this need to be looped? No, not really. We only need to run this check when somebody new arrives. No, we're gonna need to run it every time someone new arrives, so it needs to be a loop. What am I saying? So mark final loop. So see what whoever is already there is. No, let's begin this differently. So I get there and I immediately send out my thing. And I say, hi, I'm here. My guy's a 353. So whoever is there is going to have to read that and then do something. So I'm here. Somebody new has just walked in and said they're a 353. So okay, wait, no, forget that. So if I just said I'm a 353 and now I'm gonna get something back, I'm gonna get back a truth value, and I'm gonna copy M into T, and that will let me know whether or not I should wipe or not. So true jump to end it. Otherwise, go to final loop. Jump final loop. Right? This isn't working quite right. No, okay. So I get there and I copy my value to it. And then, so while I'm here, I'm going to listen. I'm going to copy. I'm going to test if M is greater than X. So I'm sitting there, and then somebody shows up and they have a score. They throw me their score, and I say, that score is greater than mine. So I send you my T to whether it's greater or not. So I think that might be better. So you're gonna have to copy M to T back. So your T jump. So if this is true, then you're gonna end it, and if it's otherwise, you're going to just continue on to the final loop. And then this is always going to be, you're listening to someone come in, and then you're letting them know whether it's greater or not. And then you have to do the same sort of thing. If false, jump, end it. Otherwise, jump. Well, so if true jump, final loop. Okay, that seems really, really weird to me. Let's just get here and start looking through a scenario. So this guy's gonna be weird. We're gonna have to, the first one's always gonna be a problem. But anyway, so you're back here and you say, hey, I've got a 353. And nobody's receiving because we didn't set it up right. So you're gonna say, you're gonna avoid M, and then you're going to say, hey, that's better than mine. So copy 1 to M. Oops. So Dean Dugan at 353, you're gonna say, hey, I've got a 353, and you're gonna throw it away again, and you're immediately gonna turn 1 back. And so this guy knows that he shouldn't end it. So it's the other way around. You should send a false jump. Right? Okay, let's see this. So, Dean Dugan at 353 is greater than this one. So this guy grabs the T value and knows not to end it. So now it's gonna wait. And now you are going to come up with the next one. You're computing your thing, and now you're gonna come over here, and you just said, I have a 345. And so the 345, where are you on your list? You're gonna send that over to me, and I am gonna tell you that's not good as mine. So read its truth value back. And now, because it's not so good, you're gonna end it. And you should not have ended it. Okay, what happened there? Okay, so you're sending the 0 onto him. Oh, this is backwards. This should be a false jump. There, does that work? No, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, you get Dean Dugan, 353, and you're sending a 345. So I'm telling you to delete yours. There, I sent you a 0. And so now you are going to wipe and halt. And the next one's going to come in a moment. So you've got a 234. And I told you to delete. You've got a 248, which is no good. Okay, you've got a 338, which again is no good. You've got a 237. You've got the right guy, 776. So let's see what this is. I just tested my T is 1. So I'm going to send you my T. And now 13 just got a T. So you're not ending it. So now you're waiting. And yeah. So now you're the guy that's holding the most right now. 13, where are you? This guy. So now when you get back to here, the next one came in, and it said, hey, I'm a 421, and you're gonna say, 421 is less than me, so delete. And 455 is less than me. 476. Oh, EXA came in and then killed it. Ooh. Okay, so we need EXA to not come in okay. Until somebody gets to end it, I think we have to wait. Yeah. Which means that we're losing all of the things I was hoping to gain from having parallel computation. But maybe it's computing faster now? So even though we lose the parallel computation, it's still going to be overall faster? Anyway, here. So... and we'll have to put this down here too. Well, that can just halt down here. And you don't need to back out your mode either. Here, let's see if that works. Looks like it. But is it faster? That's the main thing. Nope. Let's compare the two solutions. It's actually a bit slower. And we ended up taking a lot more. Well, that's someone else is doing that. That's a common activity level. But we haven't managed to get to the right cycle count. Is it the file manipulation? Like, I don't even know what the issue is. Nah, we have a good enough solution. We have two good enough solutions. I think we'll just go with that. You can't win them all. So thank you everyone for watching. Till next time.